Hello folks, it's Diecast Alpha here again, and it's time for the Virginia 500, race 8 out of 36 at Martinsville Speedway. Well, if you just watched the last episode, we went to Auto Club Speedway and we absolutely dominated. I mean, flat out dominated. Played the fuel strategy perfect. We rolled off the truck with a lot of speed. We got the pole. We manipulated that race. And I have not checked the standings yet. And look at that. We're up to 8th place in points, guys. 8th place. So we're back in the top 10 in points. Sterling Marlins leads only to 74 over Jimmy Johnson. And we're only 218 behind. Dale Jarrett, he finished second, but it didn't matter much to us because we won the race. So practically it didn't do nothing to him, or we didn't have to worry much about him because we gained like 10 points on him. So that's what's up right there. That's what's up, guys. Hendrick, though, look at that. 2 cats in the top 5. Hendrick, Johnson, and Gordon. That's pretty cool stuff right there. So Sterling Marlin still your points leader, but hey, we cracked it down to 218, and we got our first win, guys. We got our first win in Martinsville last year. Was the craziest. It might be just the craziest race I've ever had in those 16 years I have played NASCAR Thunder 2003. It's crazy. We got Martinsville, Richmond, Talladega, and a Coke 600. Looking so much to Richmond and Talladega. I'm looking more to Richmond and Talladega, to be honest. But Martinsville is this week. Our paint scheme is just going to be the normal paint scheme. And let's check the awards. But what I was saying about what happened here last year, we went to this race and we were mediocre, but we weren't really good, right? And we just flat out were just like run of the mill, running 20th, etc. And then a caution comes out, and not a caution. Everyone pitted at the halfway point. Like, it was like a 50-lap race. They pitted at lap 25. Look at that. Look at the rookies. That's so cool. But they pitted at lap 25. And guess what? They pitted 5 laps after that, which is crazy. Look at that. 4 poles this year. That's pretty cool. It was really crazy. They pitted 5 laps after it. So essentially we had the entire field lapped. And Jimmy Spencer finally, who was second place on fresher tires, got to my back bumper with like the last 2 laps to go. But he had lap traffic ahead of him. And we were beating and banging, getting ran over by everyone. Our car was almost completely destroyed. And we got the win. Look at that. 16 poles in 2002. 4 poles already this year. That's cool stuff, guys. But the rookie year battle, I mean, look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 rookies. That's got to be a recent NASCAR record. How many drivers have participated in the Winston Cup this year? Let's see. How many guys have participated this so far? Oh my God. So you've had 59 entries into the Winston Cup this year. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get to Martinsville. Alright, folks. So we barely missed the pole. I mean, we got second place. I don't know exactly how close it was, but I remember these guys, I think we're running a 19.6, I think. Anyway, I know for one thing's for sure. We barely missed the pole. Car, honestly, it felt pretty good, but I don't know how it's going to handle in race trim. Q trim were good, but have to go down to pre-race ceremonies and get these engines fired.
Hello, everyone. We're glad you could join us at the historic Martinsville Speedway for today's Virginia 500 on MRN. And Barney, this is one of those tracks where the term Rubbins Racing says it all.
Yeah, the short, flat, and narrow surface causes a lot of cars to get together here. Sometimes it's unintentional, but usually it's a friendly reminder of who's running around you.
Jeff Burton has a solid top 10 spot in the standings so far.
All these guys
Wow.
are very happy with their
Kyle Petty
season so far. Hopefully they can mount
beat us for the
cars
pole.
that will pick them up some more points on the leaders.
Dale Jarrett was part of one of the tightest point battles in NASCAR history in 1997. He ended up finishing second to Jeff Gordon.
And he didn't finish second by much, only 14 points. And Mark Martin wasn't too far behind either. Those last couple of races in a season are pretty exciting when a championship
Nurse with the
is on
coffee.
line.
Ricky Rudd is clinging to a top 10 points position coming into this race.
He's been working hard this season. And
I
it
love
is
coffee
paying off.
so much.
You'll need a good finish in this one to gain.
I love that Ricky Rudd car right there. I'll tell you that. I love it. Engines are fired here at Martinsville Speedway. It's time for the Virginia 500. A Dodge and a Ford on the front row. It's going to get interesting, guys. It's going to get really interesting. So, it looks like as of lately, Sterling Marlin has not been the top car in qualifying. I mean, Marlin's at mid-pack right now. And if you remember the last time we went to a short track, he was mid-pack, around 20th. Racing Rusty Wallace for 20th place. And then the craziest thing happened, and then he ended up winning it. So I have no clue, guys. I have no clue. Let's get it started. Here we go. Green flag at Martinsville Speedway. Oh boy, we're on the outside, so we're just going to have to just hunker down. Mark Martin's there. So we can try to get around him there. There we go. Just gotta take care of equipment. Just take care of the car, and they'll take care of us. The same mentality we had at Bristol. It's not necessarily as scrappy as Bristol, as you do get a little bit of a break on each straightaway due to it being a little, I think, yeah, the straightaways are a little bit longer. But the same mentality in terms of survival, that's definitely in play here in Virginia. Now, the next race is at Richmond, which I am ecstatic for. It's probably my favorite racetrack to race on this season mode, or maybe on this game, because we're just so good there, man. It's just, well, there's just good, you know, short track Saturday night, dominant car type races, you know. It reminds me of a few years ago when Keselowski won at Richmond, and it was the fall one, the Federated Auto Parts 400, and he just dominated all night long, and that's what it feels like when you go there and just win and lead at the same time. You know, just it's one thing to win a race, and then there's one thing to completely lead the entire race. That's what I like to do. It's fun. Anyways, Martinsville Speedway, 50 laps. Rusty Wallace is trying to heat us up for second place. Kyle Petty. Let me tell you guys, qualified on pole. He's out front. That Dodge has some speed in it. And Rusty's trying to heat us up. He did win. Oh my God, Rusty almost just clocked the barrier there. Thank goodness we gave him some room. I would have felt terrible letting him hit the barrier. I gave him some room, guys. I gave him some room. I'm not feeling too confident with the car's handling, though. The feedback I'm getting from the race car is it feels slow. It just doesn't feel like it has the giddy-up that I'm wanting. Either we're slowing down too much of the corner, or just not taking off like I want it. So I'm thinking maybe we need to carry a little bit higher speed through the corner, but that's hard to do. It's such a flat racetrack. You don't have the banking that you can just lean on to get around. But Martinsville is just not our track, guys. It's not. I just want to go out here and just finish this race. Like I said, we're having a much better season so far than we started off last year. We just got to... The tracks that we did bad at, we have to capitalize this season. That's the only way we're going to have a shot at Sterling Marlin in the championship. We're 8th in points. We're 212 points behind. If Marlin's behind us, we need to finish ahead of him, obviously. We need to make as much ground as possible. Qualified second. Kyle Petty definitely has a very fast car. Will it last all day? Who knows? But one thing I've noticed this year is Jimmy Spencer. Last year, the guy had like 4 poles, and I haven't seen Jimmy Spencer anywhere up the front except for one race. And I think that was Texas, I think? No, I don't even remember what race it was. I seen him kind of similar up the front. Maybe it was Vegas. I don't know. But he was doing so much better last year, and I thought, I was like, man, Ganassi's doing good because you got Marlin winning all these races. Or actually, last year he only won 2 races, Marlin did. But he was just so consistent that it didn't matter. But this year he's got 3 wins, and we're on the 8th race, I think, this year. So he's definitely the cream of the crop, so to speak. Lap 12 currently here at Martinsville. So far, it's kind of calm right now. It's got the calm before the storm. Very odd for Martinsville for me. Probably because we're not in a huge pack of cars and we're somewhat up front. I'm not too worried about trying to push the car right now. Because like I said, we still have a long way to go. It's survival. Learn what our car can do, know our limits, and then when it gets down to crunch time, then push our car. Bristol's much higher speed. You can dive bomb it here. If you don't have a run on a guy, you can't do nothing. At Bristol, you can kind of wall ride. You can kind of dive it in the corner, get the right side of the car against the wall, tap it a little bit. It'll help it straighten out a little bit. But meanwhile, we got a battle for the lead heating up. Rusty Wallace has caught Kyle Petty's Dodge. And surprisingly enough, we've caught him as well. Maybe their tires have fell off. Maybe just are gaining speed. I don't know. Either way, the battle for the lead is heating up at Martinsville. We had to let out the gas there because we were going to tag the wall, and I'm trying not to get any damage on this thing. Let's save it up for when we really need it, guys. When it comes down to crunch time, let's save it. I don't think the AI is going to pit again like it did last spring, where it pitted at lap 25, and then it pitted again at like lap 28, 29. And we lapped the entire field, and within like 2 to 3 laps to go, Jimmy Spencer was heating us up. He had like 2 or 3 cars between me and him that were a lap down. And I was using those cars as kind of a pick to keep them behind me because I was on god-awful tires battling a fuel mileage crisis. Because we pitted, I think, a lap too early. So it was insane. If you haven't seen that race, I would recommend watching the end of it. It is crazy. Meanwhile, we've gained on the leaders. The lap traffic coming into play here in Virginia. Kyle Petty and Rusty Wallace. I don't know about y'all, but I'm hungry for another win. We might not get it today, but we got 2 Fords and a Dodge, and we got a decent run there. Can we try to make the move on Rusty? There we go. A clean pass at Martinsville. A clean pass. That's textbook. I don't know how he did it. And Rusty's inside. Good run. Good run. That's what I like. Good, clean racing. Trying to make the run around Kyle Petty. We need to get a lap lead. We'll scrape him a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. Let's go ahead and lead this lap and get the 5 bonus points. We're points racing, guys. We're points racing. And meanwhile, let's get a top 5 update. Purvis is up here and Dale Jr. No sign of Marlin. It's pretty bad. We're having to race Marlin like extremely vigilant because he's the one guy that's going to make or break our season. If we finish ahead of him, we gain points. If we finish behind, we lose points. So we have to make sure we stay around him. But meanwhile, we're putting guys a lap down. This is what we want. The field right now is decently spread out, but this is where the tricky stuff comes in, is putting these guys a lap down. They can slow you up. This is typical short track racing. Don't want to use up your equipment, but at the same time, you got to move them. You got to get them out of your way. These guys are nothing but trouble. It's too early to pit. It's too early. Way too early, guys. I don't want to pit. Don't want to pit. Don't want to pit, guys. I don't want to pit. Until I know we are good on gas, then we'll pit. Right now, I know we're good on gas. And we're just going to get around Jerry Nadeau there. 4 tires. And we'll drop the PSI. So 4 tires, no repair. We'll essentially be pitting on lap 25 halfway, and as you can see on our fuel mileage, we do have a lap or 2 to spare. So I'm not sweating pitting right now. I think last year in the spring we pitted early because I think we were trying to do a strategy. I mean, we might have took 2 tires last time. That's what I'm saying. Like, we might have took 2 tires last time, and that strategy helped get us some spots, but it really hurt us because it turned out to be one of those crazy races. And speaking of Sterling Marlin, he's right there. Oh boy. We need to catch him. So we pitted from the lead here at Martinsville Speedway. If we can just get within a few car lengths of the leaders, we have a shot at it. But who knows how this one's going to shake out. I really hope Marlin's a lap down. I want to gain more points on him. He finished 16th last week at California. 2 Dodges right there battling. So it'd be great if he even had some more bad luck today. Ooh, door slam there. It's okay. It's okay. We can use up the equipment now. I ain't sweating it. I'm following Marlin. There's our teammate Matt Kenseth, your Phoenix winner earlier this year. I hope there's no caution. I hope this plays out and we can get ourselves a top 10 today. That's what I want, guys. The question is these guys ahead of me? Are they actually for position? If so, then we got some serious pit stop issues. Because we pitted from the lead, guys. We pitted from the lead. Oh, look at that run. Oh my goodness, look at this run. There's Rusty Wallace right there. And we just went around him. Wow. There's Petty. And there's who's out front. It's Kevin Harvick and a rookie. Maybe they're trying to do some strategy to get some track position. Let me verify to see if Marlin is in the top 5. No. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, crap. This is for position. Do not let Marlin around you at all. Oh, he's pitting. Marlin is pitting, guys. Wow. This is great news. So, if Kevin Harvick cannot make it on fuel, which I don't think he can, and he pits, we will resume the lead at Martinsville. Yeah, I think he did pit. So we're going to get the lead back at Martinsville, and I think we're good on fuel. Sorry, Michael Waltrip. Didn't mean to door slam you. New leader here in Virginia. Oh, I didn't see Michael there. Dang it. Michael's racing me a little aggressively there. I understand you don't want to be a lap down, but well, Casey Atwood is going to slow us down. But here comes Michael Waltrip again, battling for, I guess, his lead lap. I don't know, but I want to get around Rusty. Oh, put Dale Jarrett back down. There we go. Okay, Casey Atwood, please get out of my way. We're trying to race here, guys. I understand everybody's trying to do their thing, but I'm battling for a win. We won this race last year on strategy. Our car was that bad. Or I don't think it's actually that bad, but it was just, you know, not the best of race cars with some strategy and a huge amount of luck really paid dividends. And look at that. They're pitting again. What? Oh my god. Are they doing it again? Are they doing it again? It's happening, guys. They're pitting again. Wow. So the Martinsville Spring Race apparently is glitched. I'll take it, guys. I will take it. So yeah, it's glitched. Everyone's pitting again. But our car is that good that I'm not really worried about it. I think we'll be alright on fuel, considering we have like less than 15 laps to go and half a tank of gas. I think we'll be alright. If we can just keep Rusty behind us, that would be awesome. And depending where Marlin is, because he did pit, he was staying out late, so he lost extra time staying out that long, trying to catch a lucky caution, and with all this lap traffic and everything, that slows him down even more. Marlin could have a bad finish, and we just got kind of bumped there. I slowed down too much. This is awesome, guys. Go bump them. I mean, heading to the next two races, which is Richmond and Talladega, this is exactly what we want. You know, when I decided to do this Season 2 Let's Play, I wanted to go win this championship, guys. Like this, I love racing as Jeff Burton. It's so much fun. I'd love to have a die cast of this car, to be honest. This 2002 normal Sitco car. I have his Bassmaster car, but I don't have this one. And the Bassmaster car has a broken, or not broken, but bent axle. You know, honestly, I should go back and try to repair that car. I should strip it and try to repair it because it was such a cool car. Because it got stepped on as a kid, and it kind of bent the axle on it. It was from Hot Wheels, so it was really cool. I want to fix it though. I might have to work on that thing. Anyways, back at the action at Martinsville Speedway. We're halfway on fuel, and we're what, 9 laps to go? 10 laps to go. Okay. It gets kind of confusing because I see 41 out of 50, and I'm thinking 41 plus 9 is 50. Anyways, we are very, very close to the finish of this race. I mean, this is crazy. The leaders pit again, so I guess this race is bummed. Ain't worried about it. I'm putting everyone a lap down. I'm taking no prisoners today. I know Biffle is my teammate, but I'm not affording getting in a wreck. Because when you try to race slow in this game, or any NASCAR game, at least from my perspective, you wreck. It's so much harder to race conservatively than it is aggressively. Like, you'll wreck more racing, I think, conservatively, trying to save something than you would just flat out doing everything that you know of. Now, what does the car need to watch? Because I don't think Kurt Busch. Wow. Kurt Busch is second. And we're in the closing laps here at Martinsville. I don't think we need to save fuel. Just go out here and run our race. And this could be our second win of the year. And the next 2 tracks are definitely in our wheelhouse. We'll have to come up with a good setup for Talladega, though. We have to fix our car for Talladega. We'll have to get some more speed out of that. I don't know how Talladega is going to play out, but I know Richmond is definitely a racetrack that I'm good at. I can go out there and win Richmond. I have confidence in this team. This would be a great opportunity if we can pull this win off here at Martinsville. Greg Biffle. Oh, contact between Greg Biffle and Ward Burton. He's going to move him out of the way. He's going to go right on by. Caterpillar Dodge just got used up as a, well, it's a slow car in the way. We're going to move Ward Burton. Man, step on the gas, man. I know you're my brother, but still, step on the gas. Oof, there you go. I remember DW saying once, during a practice broadcast or a qualifying broadcast at Martinsville once, and he said that if your left side's tore up, or no, if your right side's tore up, you're racing. If your left side's tore up, you're just in the way. And that is so true of Martinsville, because if your right side's tore up, you're moving people out of the way. But if your left side's tore up, well, you're in somebody's way. And is that Jeff Gordon? Wow! How many times have we raced around Jeff Gordon this year? We're good on gas, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. So we led the most laps, so that's extra 10 points. And it looks like we're going to come away with the checker. If we can just get around here one more time for the Sitco team, we could bring home another race win. Here we go. White flag in the air. One more time around. Jeff Burton looking to get his second straight NASCAR Winston Cup win. Trying to get his second win this year. Going through 3 and 4 at Martinsville Speedway. The Sitco Ford Taurus is going to go back to victory lane and win back-to-back Virginia 500s at Martinsville. Heck yeah, guys. Heck yeah. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. Much deserved. Burnout celebration. We just won at Martinsville. Last year we won it on luck. This year we won it because we were just dominant. Qualified on pole, won the race. Burn it down. So the 2 short tracks this year have been won by Sterling Marlin, Bristol and Rockingham, and Jeff Burton. Or no, not both of them. Never mind. I'm still thinking I won Richmond.
It was all green.
Here we are, guys, going to victory lane, back to back. In 2003, we get another win for the Sicko team. Absolutely awesome stuff, guys. Won Auto Club Speedway, or California Speedway last week, and we win here at Richmond. Just kidding. Martinsville. I'm still thinking about Richmond, guys. Like, I'm excited for that race. That is awesome. That is awesome, guys. That is awesome. Second win of the year. We have the second most wins this year, as Marlin has 3. Now, Jeff Burton, we have 2. Awesome victory, guys. Awesome victory. Roush. Got 2 cars in the top 5. Let's see how this one played out. So only the top 3 were on the lead lap. So we led 24 out of the 50 laps, so we got the extra 10 bonus points. Let's see where Marlin finished. Marlin's going to come home 11th, so just outside the top 10. He's going to come home with no laps led and 130 points, and we're going to come home with 185 points. So we gained even more points on Marlin. That's awesome. Martin didn't fare so well, finishing 18th. Who dropped out of the race? Let's see. Who had the DNF? Jimmy Johnson. Oh my God. He lasted 4 laps at Martinsville, and he said he was done. Wow. That's huge championship implications, as Rick Allen would say. So he starts up 9th, goes for 4 laps, and has a part break. That's not good at all. So he only gets 34 points to show for it. Dead last for the Lowe's Monte Carlo. But it's all good, though. For Jeff Burton and Roush Racing, we get our 3rd win for the organization and second win for the team. Absolutely awesome. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, smash that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a great one. And Diecast Buffet signing off.